Hello world, I'm Mandy Mundo, and this is Corcovado National Park. Corcovado. We stayed at the Copa de Arbol Rainforest Resort first, and then went to Corcovado. So the tour company who we booked it with picked us up from the resort. It takes about an hour and a half by boat to get to the national park. Depending on the tour company you choose, they can pick you up in Puerto Jimenez or Drake Bay for the boat ride. We booked our tour with OSA Wild, but there are plenty of companies that do this. And I was able to convince Jeremy to do the overnight tour. So we are actually going to be here for 2 days and 1 night. It was $472 US per person. And on the way, if they spot some wildlife, they'll pull over and let you take a look. No, it's 2 turtles. They're mating. Everybody arrives at the park at the same time. So you have a couple hundred people trying to rinse off their shoes, their sandy feet, find their guides, go to the bathroom. So yeah, it's a little chaos right now. Jeremy's very upset because he has to put socks on wet feet. So he's a little mad right now. Don't look at him. We have to walk about 1 kilometer to get to the station so we can drop off our bags. That's where we're staying the night tonight. Most people are here just for a day trip, so they just bring a day bag. But since we're here as part of our whole vacation, we have to bring all our luggage. Luckily, we just have our backpacks. Since we're not going back to Drake Bay, we're moving on to our next destination. We either had to do a transfer service for our luggage or bring it with us. It's pretty muddy in some spots. I see a lot of the guides wearing rain boots. And of course, Jeremy only brought tennis shoes because he doesn't have hiking boots. But that's his fault. We made it to the station, and Jeremy says it's actually an airfield because there's windsock. So he says we should have taken the airplane. Well, too bad, Jeremy. That's not part of the fun. But this is where we'll be sleeping tonight, and looks like eating our meals. We have to rent a locker for our backpacks, or we have locks on them, so if they're by our bed, nobody should mess with them. But I don't think normally people come here with their luggage. So I would say only do it if you have a backpack, or you can do the luggage transfer service. Our guide has a very fancy magnifying glass, so we're able to see the birds up in the trees. And she can spot them with the naked eye. I can't. You can't see a thing. And then we found an airplane. Our guide said this crash was from 1975, and there's a few other crashes sprinkled throughout as well, so it's not very safe to fly into, and the airfield now is only for emergencies. We found a monkey and she has a baby. She's up there somewhere. Oh, I see her. She's moving. They're up there somewhere.
Looks like he's flipping me off.
Looks like he's flipping you off.
You got it from there?
Yeah. It doesn't look as good as your pictures, but that's right. Our guide is very skilled in using her phone and the telescope to get some good videos and good shots, and she shared them with us. So basically, we dropped off our bags, and then we're gonna do a few hours hiking in the morning, and then break for lunch, and then the other people who are in our group are actually going back, and we're gonna continue in the afternoon. From jungle to ocean. So we docked over there. Well, not docked. You had to walk in the ocean from the boat. So far we've seen howler monkeys, spider monkeys, bats, a sloth. So much stuff. It is very busy in the morning because of all the day trippers, but once they leave, it is nice and peaceful. You see an egret and a heron. And there's crocodiles in these waters. No swimming.
Usually in the group of spider monkeys, females are in one group and males in another group. They are not like sharing too much time together. And usually you see the males moving very fast.
Way to scare it away.
And people know that spider monkeys, they have these 4 fingers in their feet. Or 5 in the feet, and 6 are in the hand. So they can move faster. No problem.
I know.
Moving. He's eating something. Here's some of the other stuff we saw in the morning hike. Macaw, toucan, a bat, and then other birds. I don't know what they are. Now it's time for lunch. I forgot to take a video of the lunch line, but there was rice with chicken, black beans, chips, salad, and I just mixed it all together. This is the dorm. That's Jeremy's. And that one's mine. See? And then we are right next to the bathrooms. So they're actual flushing toilets, but don't flush the toilet paper. There's the toilet. And then sinks with real soap. And then here's a shower. You're not allowed to bring your own snacks into the park, but inside the gift shop they have some juices, iced coffee, hot coffee, and treats. I already ate a couple of the cookies. And of course they have some souvenirs. Probably get a magnet or a sticker. And they also have a little gallery. It's only in Spanish, but it's got pictures, things about the jaguar, some skulls, fossils, footprints, things like that. All right, now that our bellies are full, time to go back out for our afternoon hike.
Well, she said you have a baby. Oh.
Oh, it's a sloth.
Oh, I see it up there.
El bebé. Lo que yo estaba viendo.
Now she's going to show us a different angle so we can see the baby.
Take a look. This is the baby now.
Oh yeah, the little guy.
He's like, mommy.
Oh, he's hitting him.
Jen, I want to see Jen.
Oh.
I want to see.
This is the cutest scene have you ever seen, I think.
Oh my gosh. They're playing. And of course, Claudia does a much better job than I do.
Oh, there you go. Ay, qué cosita más linda.
Guapo, mira, sí.
Leaf cutter ants. Apparently they are blind, and these are all females taking the leaves back to the colony. Look at him go.
Tenía la pantalla de mi celular al iPhone. Creo que es rentable.
100,000 más lo que se compró, más arreglo.
Weird turkey thing. Where are you going, Bella? He's just chilling, minding his own business. We even saw some more of those by the airfield. That's a female. That's a male. And there's another male. So there's two males bothering the female. Typical. Ooh, look at that big tree. Mm-hmm. Fica tree. We went back out to the water and found a crocodile eating an iguana. Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at the tail.
Yeah.
It's a big crocodile.
Yeah, the big one.
We also saw another toucan, I believe. More monkeys. And then we went back and had dinner before turning in for the night. It's the next morning and we're going on different trails today that are more muddy, so our guide recommended renting boots. So for $5 US you can rent boots, and then renting a towel is $5, renting a locker is $5. So it adds up pretty quickly, and buying a coffee is $5 unless you're here for breakfast and then you get black coffee. We ate breakfast before heading out. Some people go at like 4 o'clock in the morning for a hike and then come back for breakfast. We didn't do that. We slept in. What'd you do? No swimming because of crocodiles. There's a baby crocodile right here. And she saw one over there. This is why we rented our boots. We came across a deer, which supposedly you can only see in the early morning hike.
They don't fly?
can freeze it.
That scary ghost sound was howler monkeys. They're moving so slow in the mud that by the time we get to them, they've gone away. There's a tarantula in a tree stump.
Is that one dangerous?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you see the big tarantula there?
oh my god, she's huge!
Yeah, it's so big.
Wow.
It's like this one.
Oh my god. Let me see, Jeremy. Let me get closer. Oh no, she's gonna come out and get us.
Can I catch you?
Mm-hmm. More leaf cutters. And they're going up. Up the tree trunk. Claudia also found a very small bird that's very hard to find, but has a loud noise, like a long-beaked hummingbird. And then she saw this lizard in the water too from far away. And on our way out, we see wild pigs. You know they are near when they smell like onions or garlic. Okay. See you later. Yeah, he's not even afraid. And that concludes our Corcovado trip. We are just about to hit the boat back to Puerto Jimenez, and then we're on to our next destination. So some tidbits of advice. Jeremy says bring slippers or flip-flops so you can walk around. Otherwise you have to be barefoot because you have to take off your hiking shoes and stuff before you go in to eat and in to sleep in the bathroom. And then for 2 days, like I said, it was 2 days, 1 night, about $1,000 US. So I think that's a bit extreme because I'm pretty sure our 4-day African safari for 2 people was like $800. So again, but just depending on if you're interested in doing it or not. There were a lot of people here during the day, and then at night it kind of cleared out, so we had a better hiking time, I think, with less people. And just know that you're staying in a dormitory and that people wake up at about 4 in the morning to go on a morning hike, which we did not do because I wanted to sleep. So bring earplugs or wear headphones. But the food was very good. I was very surprised with it. I just think that the beef gave me diarrhea. So that's life. But all in all, always a great trip, and I'm glad that I did it. Just a little too expensive. But thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.